Good morning, guys. Give some time for people to roll in here. Just thought I'd jump on and do show you all a few tanks this morning while I feed and do a little walk around probably before it's all over. Mystery Snail Guardians first in the house. Good to see you. How you doing this morning? Army Aquatics, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I was checking out your live stream yesterday for the first time. Yeah, it's pretty cold down here too. It's actually been, last week it was really warm, and the past 3 days or so it's gotten pretty cold. Hey John, Vanoski Tanks, Dee Dee, thank you for stopping in. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. What's the temperature down there in Florida? Nice. Fishy on Tank Dicks, hello. Yeah, I guess that's pretty cold for Florida. How's the background noise? I'm hoping my central airline isn't too loud. $60 degrees, Master Aquatics. 10 degrees last night. That sounds really cold. Yeah, it's been some crazy weather past week or two all over the United States. Morning, Jennifer. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, so I'm located in central Arkansas, and we've had some really odd weather this winter. It's been mostly pretty warm. Lots of rain the past couple of weeks. Morning, Tugbutter. Thank you. Glad your shipment got there. Knew it took a day or two longer than it should have, but glad you're happy with everything. So here in a minute I'm going to get up and I'm going to start feeding some of the tanks, and I'll bring you guys along with me. Hopefully I'm not overrunning anybody else's stream. I'm not subscribed to everybody in the fish family, but nobody I'm subscribed to was streaming right now, so I figured I'd jump on before Joe's Shrimp Shack starts at 10, I believe, 10 a.m. Central Time. So we only got a little less than 30 minutes before he starts streaming. Yeah, the weather's been a different winter anyway. Part of me wants to say it's been nice because it hadn't been freezing cold, but I like the normal seasons. I think winter should be really cold and summer should be fairly warm. $50 in Southern California. Not too bad. I think we got in the low 30s last night, maybe the high 20s. One second, gotta let my dog in. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright, y'all want to see some fish tanks? I got a bunch of hungry fish that need to be fed. No, Army Aquatics, I need to do a little more looking on your channel. I just subscribed to you yesterday. Joseph, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. All right, let's see what we can do here. Spin you around real quick. Alright, so these are some of my dark marble angels. Me and my girlfriend broke down this plant here. It was all just in one pot, and we went through and broke it down and repotted it. I was surprised at how much was there. Thank you, Master Aquatics. Appreciate it. Alright, let's back up over here. Now you may be wondering what some of the tanks are a little yellow. So running an import business, I do quarantine with medications 99% of the time. So the yellow tanks have nitrofurazone and Canaplex in them, just as a precaution. I'll zoom in real quick to show you. The fish in those tanks are doing good. Nothing crazy going on. It's just when you medicate with nitrofurazone and only doing 20% water changes at a time, it takes quite a while for that yellow to get pulled back out of the tank. But I'm going to go through and feed these guys real quick. So I got mostly guppies on this rack, got angelfish in these two bottom ones, and a pair of blue ghosts up here. But everything else is guppies. This tank down here, I don't have a light on it right now, but that's angelfish as well. I got guppies in this 10-gallon, guppies in this 10-gallon. These first two rows on this metal rack are 29-gallon tanks, and the top ones are 20 longs. So they have the same footprint. The 29s are just taller. Hard to see the exact quality, but these are the red lace guppies. These are the metal bluegrass. Got some fry growing out here from the coral blue tails. There we go down there. Timbo, taking it easy. Thanks to you for stopping in. I'm sorry if I've missed some chat. I'm in the middle of doing some feeding, so I don't have my eyes on the chat. Coldwater Aquatics, good morning. Thank you for stopping in. I enjoy the new name. It took me a minute to figure out who you were at first. I did not realize you had changed your name, and when I got a notification saying Coldwater Aquatics was about to go live, I was kind of confused. Yeah, I really enjoy these. This has been a good pair. They've laid tons of eggs for me. See if I can move the light on them a bit better. Give them a second to calm down from moving the light. So these guys are about 2 months old here. And there's some of the albino red tail guppies. Only got one male left back there in the... Up here we got floating hornwort. Good morning, Ricky. Hope you're doing well. Got a few people here from Florida this morning. So this tank has been taken over by a hair algae, but I've just been letting it go. It's not very clear detail through the camera, but this whole 29-gallon tank about midway back is just full top to bottom with hair algae. I think it looks really cool when I do water changes. All the bubbles get stuck inside of it. I kind of like it. Down here we got half black blue tails. Alright, I'm going to move on. I'm going to move over here and start feeding some more angels. These two right here are 40-gallon breeders, as well as these two 40-gallon breeders. Hey Jay, good morning. Garden Eater, good to see you. The shrimp are in a couple other tanks. Let's see here. So this morning, I'm feeding a mixture of foods. I mainly feed this Dr. Basileer food. It comes in different varieties, but right now I'm feeding the Forte. And then the angels fish, the cichlids, are getting this ocean nutrition. I actually got this for free at Aquashella Dallas, so I'm just giving it a shot. I've been really liking it. But yeah, the cichlids are getting this, and all the guppies are getting the Dr. Basileer. Take you in a bit closer on these two tanks. Good morning, Lisa. Good to see you. There's a polar blue cichlid. He's been in here since he was a baby. I had polar blues in here at one time and tried to catch them all out. This one hid on me. Alright, down here, this tank, I do have hooked up on a CO2. It's one of two tanks I have CO2 hooked up to. The plants in here really need to be managed. They've just overgrown the tank. The angelfish need more room to swim around. So there's all kinds of angelfish genes in this tank. There's some like clown genes. Sorry it's not super clear. Alright, so now we'll move over here. And I'm going to start feeding these things. So again, mainly guppies. Every guppy. And then this tank's got angelfish and cories and some plecos. This tank up here has the blue Neocaridina Shrimp. This tank right here has 3 leopard frog L134 plecos in them. I need to get more. I just wound up buying that tank and everything as a set, and I haven't been able to buy more yet, but I know 3 is really not a good number. So these are the red grass. Got lots of males in here. Guys got a pretty good split. need to do some cleaning. This tank's got a bunch of algae on it. That's what I'll probably be doing today. Appreciate it, Master Aquatics. Some got a few tore fins, but overall I've been pretty happy with the red grass. Gotta block that light coming in from the window. Alright, so I gotta get a ladder to get up here, but I can hold the tripod up. And there's a, like I said, blue. I should have put some food out because they would all came out then. But this is the blue shrimp tank. And right here behind me, this is a Gouramis McMisterized. They're super shy, but maybe you'll see a glimpse of them when I go to feed. Looks like 22 people here, 11 likes. Thank you guys, I really appreciate all the support. Alright, yep, there goes one, there goes two. I'm not going to be able to zoom in because if I move too much, they go straight back to hiding. This is a 45-gallon tank. There's like 5 or 6 Gouramis in here. I'll do what I can, because I know sitting here looking at some blurry fish isn't the most appealing. If I can move in real slow maybe. And again, this glass has a bunch of film on the front I need to scrub off. Yeah. Sorry guys, not the best picture on that one. These guys are still pretty young, got a lot of growing out to do. These are bluegrass. I don't have a light directly over the top, so it's going to be kind of hard to see them. It's one of my older males there. Of course, they're going to hide. But anyway, so my bedroom door is right behind me, and when I walk out of my bedroom, this is what I see every morning. I have to go through and turn the lights on manually, but I like doing it that way so I can check the tanks while I do it. I got 45 here, 45 here, 45 down here. Both of those are 55s over here. I'll go around the corner and show you. Yes, Dee Dee, I do. They're down here in this tank, but they seem to be hiding. Let me, since I don't have a light on them, it's hard to see their true colors. 1 second, let me get some food, see if I can get them to come out. So without the light directly over them, that blue doesn't shine quite as bright. Rico Stan, how's it going, man? But yeah, they're still in here, getting big. Alright. Oh, I still got to do this whole stand over here. Lots of tanks in this room. Sorry for the mess. We've been doing some rearranging and organizing, which involves making more of a mess in the meantime. Big Tank Hank, good to see you. Stephen P, thank you for stopping in. Glad you enjoy the Angels. Rico, thank you for stopping in. Scott's Aquatics, good morning. I hate stupid people. The blue parabas are not for sale quite yet. I'm wanting to get some breeding pairs out of them because unfortunately I lost my original breeding pair. Again, guppies in all the tanks except for these two. These two here on the left have the polar blue cichlids. Do any of you guys want to see some goats? I need to go feed my goats real quick. Tea and Aqua, good to see you, Robert. Barbara Jackson, hello. These guys sure are blue. Hold on, I'm trying to find your question, Master Aquatics. I heat the whole room. The whole room is heated. Alright, I'll call you Eduardo. Or Eduardo, sorry. Tongue twister for some reason. Alright, so before I move on, half black blue tails, these are some almost adults, basically real old juveniles that I've grown out myself. These are all homegrown. The ones that were over here are imported, and these are also half black blues that were imported. But these are some of the ones I raised on my own. They're starting to get some good size on them. Very nice tail fins. Yeah, very happy with this strain. I do have a heater in this tank, but it's not even plugged in. This tank, I'm gonna have to do some algae cleaning, but I can show you up top. These are some of the metal bluegrass that are homebred. They're starting to get some good size to them. Here, let me do a little demonstration for you guys. See how dirty this tank is? I'm gonna clean it up real quick. So I just use a sponge. I just showed this in one of my other videos. I normally just clean the front glass as well. I don't mind the algae. I think it's kind of part of a cycled tank. So I leave it on the back walls and the sides. I just clean it off the front viewing panel basically. I'm gonna have to go around and do this to all the tanks anyway. I like to do this before I do my water change. It's amazing how quick the algae can build up. And since I do mess with a lot of imports, every time I do this, I pretty much go and sanitize my hands. I'll put this sponge in a bleach water to sanitize it for a while and let it completely dry out before I use it on a different tank or anything like that. That's pretty good right there. Alright, now we can take a look at these guys. Gonna be some particles floating from disturbing everything like I just did. But pretty quickly, didn't take long, cleaned it up nicely. Alright, move on. Excuse the mess. These are two 29s with some Peacock Cichlids. Wish the video quality was better. Down here got some more. You're like, what the heck is this? Alright, and the dehumidifier. This is a box of lights I just got in that I'm redoing some of my lights. Again, 255s here, 245s here. Down here I've got long fin bristlenose plecos and a few of my electric blue Acara that I bred and raised, that I'm raising myself. These are homebred stock. I have a whole nother tank of them in the other room. Up here we got the Gouramis. They've laid a few batches of eggs in here. I'm not sure that it'll show up on camera. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to point out any of the babies. They're still really small. And over here, the lights have just started turning on. These are the Fluval Planet 3.0 lights. So they're on automatic timers, and when they come on, they're pretty dim, and then they get brighter. But yeah, I'm not be able to show you much in these tanks there, but there's a lot of plants in them. So this whole room is just full of tanks. Let's see, Bob, in this room alone we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So in this tank, or in this room, I've got 42 tanks set up, and a hexagon one that I'm trying to figure out where I want to put it. All right. So let's head to the other fish room. I still have to turn the lights on and get everything fed. Hopefully the signal stays good back here for you guys. All right, get this turned back around. So in this room, do a little scroll through. Table's kind of in the way. I got this whole system over here. All right, so I'll start over here, do a backup view, get stuff turned on. All right, since I'm over here, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some food out. Lots of tanks to feed. And here in just a minute, I'll show you guys around. Getting closer. All right. Hopefully y'all all didn't leave me. Let's see, let me check the chat real quick before I get going. Yeah, Barbara, the wooden racks, I hand built the wooden ones. This is a rack from Lowe's. This is a metal pre-built stand, and just a factory custom, or not custom, but factory stand for a 29 there. But the wooden ones, yes, I built. All right, let me keep looking here. Lady Diane, good to see you. Mississippi Hippie, thank you for stopping in. I don't know why I was having such a hard time saying Eduardo a second ago. I couldn't get it out. Yep, I've got a ton of tanks. I need to get everything set up. I'm still in the middle of building a whole different fish room. Aquatic Nest, thank you for stopping in. Thank you, Ricky, for your support. Bob, I just added you as a moderator if you don't mind. Yes, my tanks are on well water. And again, for those that missed it, like these 3 tanks here, they look yellow. That's because I medicate. Right there's the medication, nitrofurazone. Just as a general precaution, I medicate all my imports that come in. So running an import business, having yellow tanks is just something you have to deal with. It's actually been one of the reasons I haven't really wanted to live stream, is because to me, those tanks look ugly. The color of the water is just like, ugh. I'd rather just see a bunch of crystal clear tanks. But it is what it is. And I just have to explain every time I go live why those tanks look that way. Alright, so let's zoom in. Here we got a 29 gallon. This is my girlfriend's tank. A pair of her koi angels are in here. I got some Coreodoris. There's a bristlenose pleco. Dojo loaches, I believe. Yep, this is got a real deep substrate. This is all this is a soil substrate with a cap of what is? Yeah, this is blasting sand from like Tractor Supply. Over here we got some Discus. I've got a few different fish in here. I've actually got some my electric blue Acara in here. Got a Bisher. And we did have some baby electric blue Acaras. They spawned, I guess not by accident, but I wasn't meaning for them to spawn in here, but they did. But I'm not seeing any of the babies, so they probably became very nutritious snacks. $30 people here, 27 thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. I also do have some mystery snails. These ones have hatched in here and survived. I found the electric blue Acaras really enjoy munching on baby mystery snails, which I don't mind. It's a natural, healthy snack for them. Sorry the glare's showing up so much. I got sun coming through the windows here, so it's casting a glare. Alright, in this tank I got the yellow Neocaridina Shrimp. Most of them towards the back. Eduardo, I imported those Discus from Thailand originally. When I first got them in, they were only like 2.5, 3 inches, and they've easily doubled in size. And this tank, this is a 60-gallon tank, and I originally had 27 Discus in here, but I have sold off all but 4 or 5. Up here we got the metal blacks. Come on. Just doing this with my camera or my phone, so I'm sure if I had a professional camera this would focus a whole lot better for you guys. And again, I need to clean the fronts of the tank. You can see the green algae is growing pretty good on the sides. I just leave it. Doesn't bother me at all. I just clean the front viewing glass about once a week. That one needs to be done really bad. This one's not so bad. Mainly just females in here. I guess it does kind of look like green water, but it's yellow water, unfortunately. Lots of babies in there. Dumbo red tails. Dumbo mosaics. Yeah, I mean, they're the same thickness, I believe, 1 foot wide, same as a 45 or a 55. They're super tall. I do have some videos. I have an unboxing video when I unboxed all these Discus and they were in the tank. So you can actually go back through my channel and see when I did that. And I've got a few other videos that I did with this tank in the background with about 30 Discus in it. So yeah, if you like Discus, feel free to go back and check out some of my previous videos when this thing was full. Alright, so back over here, the bottom tanks, there was a couple of reasons for this. I get a lot of questions on why I got totes on the bottom. Well, for 2 reasons. Just the way this shelf laid out. I couldn't fit 20 gallon tanks in here because I had to inset this bottom panel to make it work. If I would have raised it up to where this wood was flush on the top, there wouldn't have been enough room for 20 gallon tanks. It had just been too small. So, and I wanted to go bigger than 10 gallon tanks. So these are about 16 gallons a piece, give or take. Those up top are 10 gallons. These are 20 highs. And these are roughly 15 to 16 gallon totes. And just to not do 10 gallon tanks, I went ahead and went with the totes. I've been using these totes going on 2.5, 3 years. Not a problem, not one problem. People ask me about the bowing or if I've ever had any problems. They bow out, so you can see it. It bows out pretty good, but it's always been that way, has never gotten any worse. No cracks, no issues at all. This end one's been bent in pretty good from the 2 outer ones pressing into it. But they just bow out and they hold, in my experience. And these are the Stairlight brand. Alright, the lights. Alright, let me see, I'm missing some questions here. Yeah, Mississippi Hippie, I do. One's in here, right here, but again, the sun coming through the backside, it's going to be super hard to see. But I should remember before I get off here, I'll show you a couple of them. This is mosaic, full black mosaics in this tank with one of my Galaxy betas. He's kind of coming in the light, or out of the glare anyway. He's not so much Galaxy anymore. He's mostly blue. Yeah, I hate to hear you've had trouble with the Discus, Bob. I've been pretty fortunate. That tank's done pretty well for me. These are some of my juvenile tiger mosaics growing out. Homebreds. Down here we got violet cobras. Again, wish I had the perfect lights and the perfect camera to show you these guys. Look at all this algae I gotta clean. But I forgot to tell you, in here I got the Galaxy Blue Tails, a really pretty strain. I really need to have them in a normal tank to appreciate them better. So they have a super cool body pattern. These are more Galaxy Blue Tails. Over here, mainly just got some fry growing out, but I have a few parents of snakeskin tiger mosaics, and I just uploaded a short this morning on these guys. So I had to pull them out of the container, pull them out of this tank and put them in a specimen container, and I did a quick video. Right here, 5-gallon bucket with Java moss, and I got two pairs of albino blue tails or albino topaz and some fry. Just since I just only had a couple of adults, I just threw them in here. No filter, no heater. There's enough light from the 2 tanks beside it that the Java moss does just fine. Alright, so let's flip around and check out my sump system. Hey guys. Alright, so down here we got, here's one of my Galaxy kois. This is one of my double tails Galaxy koi betas. Man, I wish it wasn't so blurry. One second. Double tail. I got a few of these guys. Man, I wish the pair was coming in better. Full of hornwort up top, so it's kind of hard to see. Anyway, in here as well are some of my Panda Guppies and some albino bristlenose. Little bitty guys. Next to them are my electric blue Acara fry. They're a little skittish, especially when I come real close to them with the camera that they're not used to. Next to them is another Galaxy koi. And these are my Dumbo blacktail guppies. Man, sure wish that blur wasn't going on. Next up above them, we got a net. Oops, sorry. We got a wild net. No, just kidding. Down here we got about 2-inch albino, mostly albino bristle noses. We got a few that weren't albino. This is all from one batch. These are all brothers and sister plecos. Looks like we got probably a bazillion ram's horn snails. It's not going to focus. Yeah, there they are. And we got some baby full red, albino full red guppies. Here's the parents. I'm going to have to get some curtains over them windows to make this viewing a bit better. Alright, next over, hopefully y'all can see. We got polar blue parents in here with a bunch of fry. These guys were born 2 days ago. Or started free swimming 2 days ago. So these are 3-day-old polar blue fry. Just grazing on the biofilm. I do feed live baby brine shrimp every day to all the guppies and all the baby fish. So there's mom and dad just tending to their babies all day long. Alright. Yeah, them babies, there's a ton of them in there. No telling how many. Next to them, hard to see, there's not very many fish in here. These are just some half black red tails. Some homegrown I'm currently working on. Up here, if they're not all hiding, I got a few of the koi angelfish growing out. They're a little spooked right now. But overall, mostly got hornwort floating in every tank. It's what I use mostly for just to keep the fry safe. It's a great place for them to get away from any adults that might find them as a healthy snack. I find it really helps with water quality and everything, and it grows super fast. Show you this guy up here real quick. Ooh. Mr. Flowerhorn. Alright, let's see. Whew. So let me turn it back around real quick. I'll show you one last view. Probably won't be on here too much longer. I got about 2 or 3 minutes before I will be on here an hour. So this is one room. I'll go ahead and I have more guppies in here. I'll show you my son's room real quick. He has 3 tanks. Oops, sorry, wrong button. Thought I'd switch the camera around. So these guys here are double sword, Cobra Gold Lace double swords. Beautiful guppies. Got a bunch of fry growing out. If I've missed any questions or comments, I'm really sorry, guys. I have not been focused on the chat. As you've seen, been busy feeding fish and doing a little walk around for you guys. These are Japan Blue Gold double swords. I've been raising these. These are all homebred. This is easily 4 or 5 generations in. I imported the original parents from Vietnam about 3 years ago almost now, and they've been doing really well. Their tails have been getting a little, the older raggedy ones, they're pretty old. The new younger ones, their double swords look a whole lot nicer, but when they get old they get quite long and not quite as nice looking. But I got my 2 double sword strains here. These are fake plant mats. They're like a 9x9 square. You can buy them on Amazon. I've got them floating in both tanks. Great for the fry to hide. So they'll get up there above it and hide in it. And, oops. I'll show you right here. I just scared a bunch, but the fry hide up in the mats. And the adults can't get them. So, that's a good tip. Just a little floating plastic plant mat from Amazon. Over here, we got mainly the red or orange platies. Sorry, I'm looking at chat real quick. Sorry, I went silent for a second. Eduardo, I'm gonna fill it out. It's probably will be middle January, just depending on how shipping goes and how the temperatures are. I don't like shipping when it's super cold. I do use heat packs, but if shipping's been delayed pretty bad with several packages, I may wait till it warms up just a bit. Just gonna fill it out right now with the winter time and the holidays. This is the first week that I did not ship anything out. The week before that I did a bunch of orders. But I will say the past 2 weeks that I did ship, packages were taking a day or two longer to arrive. Everything was arriving in good shape still, but I can tell when it starts doing that, I just like to back off personally. I keep the fish here, keep them healthy and happy another month or so if I have to, and they'll be even better to go then. Got one polar blue in here as well. Alright, show you guys a couple more tanks and then I'm going to get off here. The next two I'm going to show you, you're not going to be able to see one hardly at all. So this is my Neocaradina cherry shrimp tank, but it is completely full with plants, so much so that it looks almost black down here at the bottom, and it doesn't look like it right now. I should have put some food out, but there's a couple of hundred easily in there. Tons and tons of them. Right here we got these are my endlers. I've got a better video on these guys. Shows more detail on them as well in one of my last current stock list videos. And then I got some more cherry shrimp in there, and then we'll spin around over here. Got a little bitty like 1 gallon, 1.5 gallon tank here with some of the male endlers. And over here in the plant corner, I got some orange and yellows Neocaridina shrimp. But yeah, I like these shrimp. There's actually a bunch of babies. There's a ton of babies in here. It'll focus, but there's one like right there. And all over the sponge filter, there are normally a bunch of the babies. Some more back there. Alright guys. So, you ask why I have yellows and oranges together. Originally, these are supposed to all be orange. But over time, I have noticed some have turned really yellow. So I haven't decided quite what I want to do with them. I don't want to pull the yellower ones out and go put them in the yellow tank, because by this point they've been bred by the oranger ones. So I'm just leaving them in here, and I'm going to see how the fry do. And I'll start culling the fry out. Once the fry start getting good and colored up, I'm going to see what they look like and go from there. But yeah, you can see those in the back right there look pretty orange, kind of hard to tell. And these up front are a little more yellow than orange. My shrimp tanks, they're the same as all my tanks. My well water runs around 7.5 pH. TDS can be anywhere from 200, or it averages around, I would say, 200. It can drop down a little lower. I've seen it when it gets really dry and hot, it's got above 200. And when it gets super rainy, having well water, if it rains for, I don't know, a few days, it will drop my pH and my TDS way down. So that's basically the only times I have to be careful when I'm doing water changes, is when it's rained a lot. But other than that, I can do some test strips and show you guys exactly what things are reading. I'll back up a little bit, and I'm going to be getting off here in just a minute. I've overlapped Joe's Shrimp Shack, and I don't want to do that. He's a great guy, and want to support him. I want us all to go over there and show our support. Spin this around real quick. I can get some links together for you guys as far as where my cell site is. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Band. It's a website or an app you can download. It's where I do most of my cells. It's very similar to the YouTube app, or the Facebook app. It's kind of like a group share thing, but I have a group based on just my cells and my fish. And it's also one of the largest groups on Band that there's several groups on Band that do like public sales that everybody kind of shares on. Those are neat, but every now and then you hear people getting scammed by random people. So I don't let anybody post on my particular group. It's just my cells, and people that have bought from me will post reviews and updates on their fish. So that, I think it's a lot better personally than a website. I've got a lot of slack or people are like, you really need to get a website going, and I agree on the most part, but I've really, really liked how the band app has kept me so involved with the customers. You have the option to call or video chat through that app. So if somebody really wanted to, they could call me and I could show them right then and there on video chat the fish they might like, or walk them around the fish room. You can chat with me or any seller on there, get to know a person before you just buy. So personally, I do like the band app for that reason alone. You get more of a personal connection between the buyer and seller. It's if you like websites where you can just go on a website, click, buy, be done, not have to deal with any extra hassle, then a website would be way, way better. But for right now, I use an app to where it's a community of people and we can all talk and get to know each other and make it more personable. And the name on my band channel is the same as my YouTube channel, J. Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics. I also have a Facebook group under the same name. And while I'm at it, if anybody else is into guppies, I run the largest USA-based guppy group on Facebook with over 11,000 members, and it's called All About Guppies USA Only. The cover picture for that group is the same as all my other cover pictures. It's the same picture as my YouTube channel. So if you're involved in Facebook any at all, please be sure to join my personal Facebook group, J. Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics. It's where I post all my personal things, do daily updates and stuff on that as well. And then my All About Guppies group, USA Only, is a public group for anybody in the US to post, and it's no sales are there in that group. It's mainly just information and help. Okay, that's enough of my my sales pitch. All right, guys. Again, I really, really appreciate every one of you being here. Thank you so, so much. I'm going to jump off here. I got to get back to checking on my rabbits and goats, and we got a long day. Got some Christmas shopping to do. Discus talk. Hey, how you doing? I just invited you, I believe, into my group yesterday. So I'll turn the camera around, do one last look through over here. I'm going to try to find a routine time I can come up at least once a week. I would prefer to do like around 5 or 6 p.m. in the afternoon, but those time slots are pretty full. But I'm going to try to do what I can to start being here more often and hanging out with you guys. I really enjoy it. But all right, one last circle cam. Thanks again stopping in. We'll see you. Oop, I'm a little sideways. See you on the next one. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.